In the bustling streets of modern-day Bangkok, amidst the towering skyscrapers and neon-lit alleys, lies a hidden gem with a mysterious past. Tucked away in a historic district, the Vang family estate stands as a relic of bygone eras, shrouded in secrets and whispers of the supernatural. Here, amidst the hustle and bustle of city life, two sisters, Sia and Mai, navigate the complexities of tradition and modernity. Sia, the pragmatic and fiercely independent older sibling, and Mai, the sensitive and troubled younger sister, burdened with a gift or curse that sets her apart from the rest. From a young age, Mai has been haunted by visions of ghosts, their spectral forms lingering in the shadows of their family home. But her pleas for help are met with skepticism, dismissed as the fanciful imaginings of a child. As the years pass and tragedy strikes, Sia and Mai are forced to confront the chilling reality of their ancestral home and the malevolent spirits that lurk within its walls. With each passing day, the divide between belief and skepticism widens, threatening to tear the sisters apart. But as they journey into the unknown, they will discover that the bonds of family are stronger than any ghostly apparition, and that sometimes the greatest strength lies in embracing the supernatural forces that shape our world. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting long shadows across the sprawling estate of the Vang family. In the fading light, Mai, a girl of tender years but profound sensitivity, stood by the weathered oak tree at the edge of their property, her gaze fixed on the ancient mansion looming ahead. Whispers of the past seemed to echo in the gentle breeze, carrying tales of secrets buried deep within its walls. Mai, come inside now. It's getting late, called out her mother from the doorway, her voice tinged with concern. But Mai lingered, her eyes drawn to the shifting shadows that danced upon the windows of the old house. Mom, I saw them again, Mai whispered, her voice barely audible above the rustling leaves. The ghosts, they're watching us. Her mother's brow furrowed in worry as she approached, placing a comforting hand on Mai's shoulder. Sweetheart, you know there are no such things as ghosts, she said gently, leading Mai back towards the warmth of their home. But Mai knew better. She had seen them, lurking in the dark corners of the house, their spectral forms flickering in and out of sight like elusive phantoms. The whispers of the dead echoed in her ears, their mournful cries haunting her dreams. That night, as Mai lay in bed, her mind awash with visions of the supernatural, a chill wind swept through the open window, sending shivers down her spine. She pulled the covers tight around her trembling form, but no amount of warmth could chase away the icy fingers of fear that gripped her heart. Suddenly, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, its eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. Mai's breath caught in her throat as the ghostly apparition drew closer, its spectral form reaching out towards her with a silent plea. Mai, what's wrong? Came Sia's voice from the adjacent room, her concern palpable even through the thick walls. But before Mai could respond, the ghost vanished into thin air, leaving her alone in the darkness, her heart pounding with terror. The next morning, Mai awoke to find herself covered in bruises, her legs marked with strange, twisted patterns that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. She tried to recount the events of the previous night to her family, but their dismissive words fell on deaf ears. It was just a nightmare, Mai, her father insisted, his voice tinged with frustration. You're letting your imagination run wild again. But Mai knew the truth. The ghosts were real, and they were growing stronger with each passing day. And as the shadows closed in around her, she couldn't shake the feeling that her warnings were falling on deaf ears. Little did she know, the true horror was yet to come. A decade later, Tragedy strikes the Vang family as their parents meet a sudden demise in a tragic car accident. Sia and Mai are thrust back into the eerie embrace of their ancestral home, where Mai's haunting visions only intensify. Desperate to help her sister, Sia seeks professional assistance, but conventional methods fail to provide answers. In a last ditch effort, they turn to Master Mirror, a mysterious spiritual practitioner who unveils the truth behind Mai's abilities and the dark history of their family estate. A somber silence hung heavy in the air as the Vang sisters stood side by side, their eyes fixed on the modest gravestones that marked the final resting place of their parents. The tragedy of their untimely demise cast a dark shadow over the once tranquil estate, shattering the fragile peace that had lingered in its halls for so long. As the mourners dispersed and the sun dipped below the horizon, Sia and Mai found themselves once again standing before the imposing facade of their ancestral home. The memories of their childhood flooded back in a tumultuous wave, each corner of the house holding echoes of a past long forgotten. "We're home," Sia murmured, her voice barely above a whisper, but home no longer felt like a place of refuge. Instead, it seemed to loom over them like a silent sentinel, its walls steeped in secrets too dark to comprehend. As the days turned into weeks, Mai's haunting visions only intensified, her restless nights haunted by the specters of the past. Desperate to help her sister, Sia sought solace in the arms of modern medicine, hoping to find answers where none seemed to exist. But the doctors could offer no explanation for Mai's affliction, their diagnoses falling short in the face of the supernatural. Frustrated and disillusioned, Sia turned to Master Mirror, a reclusive spiritual practitioner rumored to possess knowledge beyond the realm of the ordinary. The air inside Master Mirror's humble abode was thick with the scent of incense, the flickering candles casting eerie shadows upon the walls adorned with ancient symbols. As the sisters sat before her, Master Mirror regarded them with a knowing gaze, her eyes piercing through the veil of illusion to the truth that lay hidden beneath. "Mai's affliction is not of this world," she intoned, her voice grave with solemnity. "Her third eye has been opened, allowing her to see what others cannot." Sia's skepticism threatened to bubble to the surface, but the weight of her sister's suffering kept her silent. She had seen the fear in Mai's eyes, the torment that plagued her every waking moment, and though she could not understand the mysteries of the supernatural, she was determined to do whatever it took to ease her sister's pain. Together, they delved into the dark history of their family estate, uncovering long buried secrets and forgotten truths that lay dormant beneath its crumbling facade. And as the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place, they realized that their journey was far from over, for the ghosts of the past still lingered in the shadows, waiting to be unleashed upon the world once more. Sia's skepticism is shattered when Master Mirror opens her third eye, revealing a world of spirits and malevolent entities that inhabit their estate. Together, they uncover the tragic history of the house and the vengeful spirits that linger within its walls. As Sia and Mai delve deeper into the mysteries of the supernatural realm, they must confront their own fears and prejudices, as well as the malevolent forces that seek to destroy them. Their journey becomes a battle for survival as they race against time to save Mai from the clutches of the ghosts that haunt their home. The flickering candlelight cast dancing shadows upon the walls of Master Mirror's chamber as Sia and Mai sat in rapt attention, hanging on her every word. With a solemn nod, Master Mirror prepared to open Sia's third eye, unlocking the doorway to a world beyond the realm of the ordinary. The air crackled with anticipation as Master Mirror raised her hand, her fingers tracing intricate patterns in the air. With a whispered incantation, the veil that separated the living from the dead was lifted, revealing a realm teeming with spectral entities and otherworldly beings. Sia's breath caught in her throat as she beheld the eerie landscape that unfolded before her eyes. Ghostly apparitions drifted through the ethereal mist, their faces contorted in anguish as they wandered aimlessly through the darkened corridors of their haunted estate. Mai's hand tightened around Sia's, her eyes wide with wonder as she beheld the world that had been her constant companion for so many years. With a newfound clarity, she recounted the stories of the spirits that had tormented her, their tragic tales woven into the fabric of their family's history. As the pieces of the puzzle fell into place, Sia felt a sense of unease settle over her, a realization dawning upon her that their journey was far from over. For the ghosts that haunted their estate were not mere specters of the past, but vengeful spirits seeking retribution for the wrongs that had been done to them. With each revelation, the divide between belief and skepticism began to blur, replaced by a sense of urgency and purpose. For Sia and Mai were no longer mere observers in the unfolding drama of their family's history, but active participants in a battle for their very souls. Armed with the knowledge of the supernatural realm that lay hidden beneath the surface of their reality, Sia and Mai vowed to confront the ghosts of their past and put an end to their reign of terror once and for all. Little did they know, the true horror was yet to come as the malevolent forces that lurked within the shadows began to stir, eager to claim their next victims. When the ghosts possess Sia and kidnap Mai to the netherworld, Sia realizes the gravity of their situation. With the help of Tom, Sia's enigmatic boyfriend, and a spirit guide, they venture into the netherworld to save Mai from the clutches of the vengeful spirits. As Sia and Tom navigate the treacherous realms of the netherworld, they must confront their own inner demons and face the ghosts of their past. Their journey becomes a race against time as they battle to save Mai from a fate worse than death. The night hung heavy with the weight of impending doom as Sia paced anxiously in front of the ancient mirror in Master Mirror's chamber. With each passing moment, the shadows seemed to grow darker, their ominous presence casting a pall over the room. "We have to do something," Sia declared, her voice trembling with determination. "We can't just sit here and wait for the ghosts to take Mai." Master Mirror regarded her with a solemn nod, her eyes reflecting the gravity of their situation. "There is a way," she said softly, her words carrying the weight of centuries of wisdom, "but it will require a sacrifice." Without hesitation, Sia vowed to do whatever it took to save her sister, even if it meant venturing into the darkest depths of the netherworld itself. With a whispered incantation, Master Mirror opened the doorway to the other side, revealing a realm of shadows and echoes where the spirits of the dead roamed freely. As Sia stepped through the threshold, she felt a sense of foreboding settle over her, a chill wind whispering through the darkness. But she pressed on, driven by a fierce determination to rescue Mai from the clutches of the vengeful spirits that sought to claim her soul. With each step, the air grew thicker, the weight of the netherworld pressing down upon her like a suffocating blanket. But Sia refused to falter, her resolve unyielding in the face of overwhelming darkness. And then, as if from the depths of the abyss itself, a figure emerged from the shadows, his presence casting a faint glimmer of light in the oppressive gloom. It was Tom, Sia's enigmatic boyfriend, his eyes filled with an otherworldly wisdom as he reached out to her with a ghostly hand. Together, they ventured deeper into the heart of the netherworld, their spirits intertwined in a desperate bid to save Mai from a fate worse than death. With each passing moment, the ghosts grew more relentless in their pursuit, their malevolent whispers echoing through the darkness like a chorus of the damned. But Sia refused to be swayed. her love for her sister burning bright in the face of overwhelming adversity. And as they finally reached the heart of the netherworld, they were met with a sight that chilled them to the bone. Mai, trapped in the clutches of the vengeful spirits, her eyes haunted by the specter of death. With a cry of anguish, Sia lunged forward, her hand outstretched to grasp Mai's trembling form. And in that moment, as their spirits intertwined in a final desperate embrace, they knew that their journey was far from over, for the true battle had only just begun. Despite their victory, the sisters' ordeal is far from over, as they find themselves pursued by a malevolent spirit named Zua. With newfound strength and unity, Sia and Mai vow to face whatever challenges lie ahead, knowing that their bond and their newfound understanding of the supernatural will guide them through the darkness. As Sia and Mai confront the lingering threat of Zua, they must rely on each other and their newfound allies to navigate the dangers that lie ahead. Their journey becomes a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit and the unbreakable bonds of family. The netherworld echoed with the sound of their footsteps as Sia and Mai emerged from the depths of the abyss, their spirits battered but unbroken by the trials they had faced. With each passing moment, the air grew colder, the oppressive darkness pressing down upon them like a weighty shroud. "We can't stay here," Sia declared, her voice echoing through the desolate landscape. "We have to find a way out." Mai nodded in silent agreement, her eyes fixed on the distant horizon, where a faint glimmer of light pierced through the darkness like a beacon of hope. With renewed determination, they pressed on, their bond as sisters, serving as their guiding light in the face of overwhelming adversity. But as they journeyed deeper into the heart of the netherworld, they soon realized that they were not alone. A malevolent spirit named Zua lurked in the shadows, her eyes filled with a sinister hunger as she pursued them relentlessly through the twisted labyrinth of the underworld. With each passing moment, the threat of Zua grew more dire, her spectral form twisting and contorting with a dark malevolence that sent shivers down their spines. But Sia and Mai refused to be swayed, their hearts filled with a fierce determination to protect each other at all costs. And then, just when all hope seemed lost, a familiar figure emerged from the darkness, her presence casting a faint glimmer of light in the oppressive gloom. It was Master Mirror, guiding them through the treacherous realms of the netherworld. With a solemn nod, Master Mirror beckoned them forward, her eyes filled with a quiet resolve as she led them towards the light that beckoned in the distance. And as they finally emerged from the depths of the abyss, they were met with a sight that filled them with awe and wonder. The world of the living stretched out before them, bathed in the warm glow of the sun. With a sense of relief washing over them, Sia and Mai embraced each other tightly, their bond as sisters stronger than ever in the face of overwhelming darkness. And as they walked hand in hand into the light of a new day, they knew that their journey was far from over. But with each step they took, they were filled with a sense of hope and renewal, knowing that together they could overcome any challenge that lay ahead. As Sia and Mai emerged from the depths of the netherworld, the warmth of the sun enveloped them, casting away the chill of the darkness they had left behind. With each step they took, the weight of their journey lifted, replaced by a sense of peace and tranquility that washed over them like a gentle breeze. Together, they walked hand in hand towards the familiar site of their family estate, its weathered facade bathed in the soft light of dawn. But as they approached, a figure emerged from the shadows, her spectral form casting a haunting silhouette against the backdrop of the morning sky. It was Zua, the malevolent spirit who had pursued them through the depths of the netherworld, her eyes burning with a fierce determination as she blocked their path. You cannot escape me, Zua hissed, her voice echoing through the stillness of the morning air. I will follow you to the ends of the earth, for I am bound to you by the ties of blood and revenge. But Sia and Mai stood their ground, their resolve unyielding in the face of overwhelming darkness. With a shared glance, they drew upon the strength of their bond as sisters, channeling their newfound understanding of the supernatural to confront the specter that threatened to consume them. With a cry of defiance, Sia reached out to Zua, her hand glowing with a radiant light that sent the malevolent spirit recoiling in fear. And as Zua faded into the shadows, her presence dissipating like a wisp of smoke on the wind, Sia and Mai knew that they had emerged victorious, their bond stronger than ever in the face of adversity. As they stood before the crumbling facade of their family estate, bathed in the warm glow of the morning sun, Sia and Mai embraced each other tightly, their hearts filled with a sense of peace and renewal. For though their journey had been long and fraught with peril, they had emerged from the darkness stronger and more resilient than ever before. And as they walked hand in hand into the dawning light of a new day, they knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united in their shared understanding of the supernatural and the unbreakable bonds of family. For in the end, it was their love for each other that had guided them through the darkness, shining bright like a beacon of hope in the night.